I pressed out my hair, something I haven't done in a long time since moving up here to Washington. I feel like it's pointless only because of the humidity up here. Not only was it frizzing up while I was straightening it, this is it after 2 days of short hikes in the woods. And yes, I used humidity spray. As you can see in the back, I have a few different textures in my hair. The hair in the bottom layer is more wavy, like my mom's hair. The rest of it is like my dad's, but the top is very prone to frizz. So I either end up with this jellyfish heart-shaped mullet with my twist outs. I think it's cute, but I was looking to do something different. I figured I could pin it up into a cute bob. I did my hair in a similar style when I saw Doja Cat on her Scarlet tour. 2 pigtails on the side, let the rest hang with some middle part bangs. I was trying to see if I could get a natural looking bob with the layers and texture difference in my hair. In goes the first one, it's not too bad. The rubber band is just to keep the section of hair separated and add dimension. There's a subtle difference in volume that makes a huge difference. I'm trying to see how I can keep this style in before I retwist my hair. If you notice, there are sections in my hair from the original twist out. I didn't separate any of the twists. This is all humidity. So these are the original twists, just taken over by humidity. Now that those are in, I'm sectioning the bottom layer in half where it naturally parts. Then I'm clipping up the excess hair. Then I'm taking 1/2 of the bottom layer and folding it up to the back of my head to pin it in place. The pins are lined up with my ear. The top of the fold of that section of hair needs to be relatively flat, so I ended up using a few more bobby pins than I thought I'd need. Once that's done, I let the rest of the hair down and I worked on the other side. It took me a couple of tries to get it, but it wasn't that hard. You can kind of see in the close-up how it's pinned. It looks messy, but it really isn't. It blends in really nicely with the other layers of my hair and you pretty much can't see it. I'm just making sure that, everything in the back looks good in the mirror. And then I have these 2 sections. One of them is longer than the other and I don't know if it's from my cut or like I was fiddling with it or just the texture, I don't know. Anyway, I figured I don't want to hang it up with more bobby pins, so I'll use a beader and a pearl bead and stick that on the section. And then to secure it on the bottom, I'll use a hair jewelry to keep it in place and add some more depth and pizzazz, little something. I'm doing my best not to manipulate my curls too much because it's gonna frizz out more and more, especially up here. And this is where the hair on this layer hangs a little bit more like the hair in the back, but it frizzes. And then the hair on the very top super frizzes. So my bangs always look great and the pigtails look cute, but then the layers just start kind of getting wonky the more I manipulate my hair, so I try to avoid doing that. Okay, it's working out, it's getting cute. The last thing I'm going to do is add a clip on top to add a little bit more dimension to the hair and show that, in all of this fluffy gloriness, there are pigtails. And now it's time to Vogue. Look at that. Cute bob, effortless, totally looks intentional, cute, sexy, all the things. I love it. I fucking love it.